tag for today. Let's see, we have Linda and Joan, Yvonne. Hello, hello, hello. Joan says, uh, everyone, since last Sunday, but I've been going to catch up. Yes, Linda, catch up quickly. It is easy. You can put these things together really fast. Okay, so this is my my inspiration. I pulled this tag set out because they told us yesterday it was a traditional tag, which is, this is traditional to me. And then I pulled out baubles right here. The baubles are what I was thinking that I could use as extra. I do have my baubles made from yesterday that I want to do in more today. Okay, I just did gold and a mirrored here, right there, right there. So these are all the little extra baubles that I have that I can use. And I cut up a bunch of these. Here we go. And this is like big enough to put a little gift card, a little love, a little something, whatever you want. And then I kind of quilted the yesterday's ornaments. That's yesterday's round ornament. I quilted it around. I did a little template right here, 1.5 by 1.5. You run it through your impress with the little spongy gold sponge, and you will get that impression in there so that you can kind of fold that. Okay, so that is what we have going on here. I'm going to move the camera so we can open up our impress, and today is day 8. That's my lucky number, so let's see what we have. I'm going to move this down, and yes, my inspiration for my purple dress is not Annie, it is it is the Advent candle. Today is a purple candle, so that is what I have going on. And let's turn this all on. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And let's see. Let's move this around in a circle so you guys can see this. And I can move all of this stuff away. There we go. And I'm going to move this down. Let's see. I think you can all see my table here that we're going to open up. And here we go. And number 8. Number 8. We're going to move this away. Here we go. 8. And here we go. Oh, here we go. And here we go. Number 8. Oh, I am upside down. I keep thinking that you guys are not upside down. Hey, B, how are you? I need to make an appointment with you and Sue so we can chit chat. Maybe sometime tomorrow. Let me know when you guys have. I've been dying to talk to you. Other stuff. Here we go. We are working on number 8. Can you see what I am doing? And okay, here we go. Let me unmute my sense. Hold on. Hello, how are you? Okay, so I am muting over on YouTube. I am so sorry. We are going to start opening up this little thing here. I was hearing everybody talking, and we are going to talk right after we finish up this little tag. So this is today's number 8 tag. We are looking at it, opening it up. It is a beautiful ornament. 2 little cute ornaments, 2 little tags, and you know we have 2 gorgeous little, oh, look at that little one. It's a little like diamond shape, and that is so going to get lost on my mess of a table. This one, absolutely really cute, really tiny, but it's a nice big one. Not a 3D embossing 3D one. It's a nice simple one, and you know I'm going to do something with this paper because, okay, I'm supposed to be muted. Let's take a look here. Give me a second. Mute all. Yes. And we are having muting issues. So I'm the one that's muted instead of you. Is that what we're talking about over here? Give me just a second. Unmute. I am so sorry over on Zoom. I'm supposed to be muting all of you. and not me. So that is good. Now you guys are all mute. Mute all is what I have. And it says mute all, yes. So now Annie cannot talk anymore. I'm gonna move it over to Spotlight so I'm big over here on Zoom. And let's see if I bring it down, you guys can see my desk, I think. Thank you so much, Beth Marie. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're going to open this up. This is a pretty blue and a red on this side. And I am thinking that I want to make this little gorgeousness right here, but I want red bow on top. I just had that inspiration. This one is from the Baubles, and I really want to do that one. But we are going to make this, let's see how we're going to do that. Blue, nice and big. I think that is really pretty. If we go straight in the middle, I don't think we can go this way. It'll be too short. We'll lose real estate on the bottom. But you know what? Let's go for it. I'm thinking of something to put on the bottom. Let's go this way because then we'll have a little bit of real estate on that side. Okay, so yes, it looks like I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Just give me a little time. I have a brand new magnet mat because it looked like maybe I was tearing up my paper with the other one. So we are right there. I am so sorry that I had myself muted on that side. I thought, let's see, I want this little red bow to be on the top of this little bauble, like that. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so on YouTube we have B and Yvonne. Hi, sweethearts. How is everybody doing over there? Where is Sue at, Eve? I'm missing her. Okay, so here's that extra little real estate that you know I need to have for something. I don't know what yet. And then here's that cute die. I really like that. It's kind of a traditional one, but it is... traditional, but it's still nice and rounded, so I like that. And this, I'm just getting a little fussy cutting around that little red part. That little brush off. It's been a little bit cold on this side today, and outside wet and cold, so little Louie had to try on last year's sweater. A little bit tight, I have to say. Last year's sweater on cute little Louie. A little bit snug, but isn't it all for all of us? That means we're having a good year, I feel like. Isn't that what they say? Bad on the pig or something, if we're having a good year? I think it's in Asia. If you're a little heavy set, they like that. Okay, so here is, oh, I love that. Okay, inside, outside. I want to do that with the gold all the way around. Let's go for it. Another little red bauble top. I think we need to do a gold bauble on the bottom, maybe in a pearlescent, because then it's double-sided. And my red, I love the foil, but I've been using pearlescent recently because it is double-sided. So especially for these dies, I like things to be double-sided. I want to be able to get as much as I can, and I want it to have motion, and that is where it goes with, there's that other little red one. I like that in that part. Okay, so we have our little bauble, and we need to run it in gold, and I am thinking this lovely gold is what I'm thinking of. So right here, and I'm going to go with the inside right there and right there, because that gives you that pretty little frame. And we're going to go with the bauble, and again, I'm not using the little hole punch that they give us. You know, I could have easily have given up that little hole punch if they would have given me the choice, because I would prefer, guess what, more paper? Yeah, I would have given up that bauble, that little hole punch. I wonder if that would make a difference in anybody's budget. because we have lots of reinforcing stuff, so we can use that to reinforce it. I feel like my little new Empress Elite has really been getting a good workout with this activity. I mean, it has been getting some work, some love. How about that? We call it love. Okay, here's my little reinforcers. And I just wanted to kind of run that through again. And here's our little gold bauble. It's going to make lots of little pretty confetti for Louie. Look at how pretty that is. That is so stinking darling. And if we put a little bit, okay, so this is the trick, right? Is that what she does? Put glue on that? Or is it glue on this? I'm trying to remember. Little Vianney, or do we put glue over here and then maybe wipe it off? I'm sure. I don't know. It can work both ways. Why not? I'm going to put the little gold red on top on the other side. Nope, it's already dry. I kind of like that idea. Just because, you know what? My hand is already, and I don't have to go look for another tool. Oh, that sounds horrible. Okay, here we go. Cuteness, cuteness, cuteness. And I'm sure that Eve Young can get all the little confetti and put it back in here like a little puzzle piece. Isn't that cute? Really darling little thing. I think that would be really pretty, really pretty. Okay, so we have one done, and then we have this little center on this part and an extra piece. Look at how cute that is. And it was too short is what I was doing it. So let's see if we do it on this. I think it moved a little bit, and my gold is kind of burnished there. It was supposed to be a little bit short, but it looks really good. Let's go do that. Okay, so my idea, because I've been wanting to use it and I have it out here, but it was supposed to be not this, I thought it was going to be a lot shorter. And the idea was to grab some of that gorgeous fringe that we have hoarded. You see here. See how that hole is there? So if we grab our fringe and add some to the bottom of that, I think that would be really, really special. And I'm going to cut off that little piece because I think it makes it look like it's not the right size. And I think we need to add a little fringe to the bottom of this. Here is my little reinforcer. And again, these reinforcers, they could be just a simple little, I want to say that's a 3.75 of a circle. It doesn't have to be this fancy one that has the embossing. These come from, let's think, all of the other tags that we've been playing with had these cute little reinforcers. Just like that. So that way we get all the real estate that we can on that little piece. Okay. And then I have my stash of loveliness here. Oh, that one is blue, but it's red on that side, so maybe we need to do a Christmas color, like very reddy red. How about we go silver? Because I like to mix metals, or even gold. Let's go gold. I know. I haven't used my fringe. Has anybody used their fringe? I mean, it's just gorgeous. How are we doing over here on YouTube? Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, that is pretty. Is there a front and a back to this? Look at how pretty that's going to be. Yes, we're going to put some hot glue on it. And do we need 2 layers, one on one side, one on the other side? I don't think so. Okay, right there. I am constantly going for these scissors, and these scissors are, I want to say Fiskars, but they come from Amazon. And I like to put a little glue on the end of this so that we can keep the fringe going but not lose anything. And yes, my fringe on this side is a little bit cheap, but it's okay. It's just a practice run. And we're supposed to take this little thing off. Where is it at? There we go. And it gets to play. Look at how pretty that is. Okay. And our cute little bauble went somewhere in here. I like this one on this side so it can be really pretty on there. Yep. What do you think? We're doing good so far. If I can find all my pieces. Oh, I like it in green better. Look at that. Okay, so let's pop that up a little bit. That is just so pretty. And I think right there on that little piece, we need another cute little bow that we just did. I think that would be really pretty. Look at that. And a happy holidays. And maybe some cute little flourish. Look at that on this side. That would be just perfect. Like right there. We're gonna run some more cuteness on here. See if we kind of drop it right this side so that it sits right where that edge meets. Actually, I don't mind seeing that. I'm kind of going back and forth if I want to cover that up or not. I just don't think so. I think I'd rather have it over here. Okay. There we go. Gorgeous. And we have the cute little bauble with the red on this side. And that one definitely is going to need a string. And then we have these. Now these have to go double-sided because I have paper here. And our last, we have to do the same thing. Oh my goodness, that little stuff just came out really pretty. Let's find a different color because, you know, we don't want to do the same thing over and over and over. How about we mix up the metals like I was talking about, and we'll do that. And let's get some more of this one. Okay. The big one on the outside and then the inside. And what we're doing is we're looking for the pretty little frame. And when I ran it through, it didn't feel like it was holding that little frame perfectly centered, and I didn't like it, so I cut it off. I'm going to put a little bit of washi tape, hoping that it will hold it nice and straight, and go through my little Empress or Elite and go with it. Here we go. That's one down, and we're making more. How many have you gotten done? Okay, let's come over here and keep gluing. And love the fringe. Oh, thank you, Linda. I'm glad you can see that. Okay, let me come over here to my wonderful people over here on Zoom, and I'm going to unmute you. And I'm going to move that down. So, participants, right there. And let's see if I can ask to unmute everybody. Ask to unmute, ask to unmute. So that way you guys can talk to me. And I'm going to leave it on spotlight so that you can see my bottom. But let's see, testing, testing. Can you talk to me? Yay, thank you. Hello, hello, hello. That way you can keep talking. I love to hear you guys all talking to me and asking me stuff or talking to each other and hearing everybody's stories. I love it. Okay, there we go. So what did you think of the fringe? Right? That little fringe? You don't have the fringe? Look at how cute that came in. It was one of the fringe was one of the, wasn't it a members only thing? I think it was. Um, well, there you go. Get that baby out. To pull that thing out. I am so glad that you're here with me. I'm not being able to cut this really good. I think this fringe needs really good, like, you know how you're supposed to have fabric scissors and then non-fabric scissors. I'm sure that Donna McPherson, wherever she is, would be screaming because I'm cutting the same thing with both. Okay, so if we put this one on top, it is right on that edge. But I think I want to do it on the spot that doesn't have that pretty, like it's really a pretty part of the fringe there. You can see one is in reverse, if that makes any sense. I'm sure there's a front and a back to fringe, but I'm just doing what my eyeball is telling me to do because I don't know the fringe rules. Where is Donna when we need her? Donna. I was looking for her. Let's see, I said fringe, not French kissing. I know we talked about that before. Wasn't there somebody that was talking about that earlier? It was fringe rules. And here we go. We're going to cut that little piece off. And there. And there's a tiny little bit that comes off. This I remember and learned about this little thread that comes off when I was helping Donna make the our little sashes, the little sashes that I have all my little patches on. We attached fringe to it, you know, to make it fancy, because we're fancy people here. And what did we do? We did the patch for because the cornucopia, the cornucopia, we have a die from it. I always thought she was doing patches in relationship with her dies, but we have a cornucopia a die, so that would have been nice. That's true. I wonder what's going to happen this month, because this month we should have been a tree, right? I wonder if it's going to be something really different that we're not thinking about. New Year's. A snowflake would be fun to have. Is that when we get to see, next week we get to see what we get? And then we have to order ASAP or else you lose your place. Is next week AGTV members only, or is it just AGTV? It's a members only. Okay, so if it's members only, that's when we get the patch, the opportunity. Yeah, I don't know how that works. You should have asked for that specific thing. Yeah. You know what? we, what is it? Hindsight is 2020. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Oh, Astrid. Astrid, yes. Double flower is Astrid. I have always been ordering mines early because it's never on a day that I'm off. And so I go in between patients and I have Joy that's calling me and saying, it's open. And I run into the laptop and order whatever comes to mind first. And then I can't watch. Sometimes I can listen if I have my earbuds in my ear, but I consider that rude. So I really try not to do that. Yes, I consider it rude to be drilling teeth and listening to Anna at the same time. So I really prefer not to. But if it's a must, then I do. But I don't have crafty patience. Otherwise, I would be putting that on the TV and we would both just be staring at her. Um, but they are. Yeah. Yeah, I order as soon as I can. Sweet Joy is and I are on alert looking, and as soon as we can order, we place our order, or I do, because I can't watch. Okay, so look at how that little silver kind of makes that gold pop. I really like the mixing of the metals. Some people don't like mixing metals, but look at on this side. It's just, this makes it so, am I crazy to say classy? Like, it makes it so luxurious, little fringe. Just, and I think that this side has to be a bigger ornament on the silver and gold, this little mirrored one. Oh, cute. Okay, and I was going to make that movable, but I think it would be better not. I like it just standing right on it. Yes, okay. I like a what? A flapper dress. Yes, I do like a flapper dress. For some odd reason, I own things like that. Yes. Oh, we need to do multiple layers of fringe. A flapper. A flapper dress, a flapper. Okay, so we're adding extra hot glue to that little piece because I was afraid that it would, um, you know, with it being something that you're giving to somebody, I hate for it to come off. Okay, so my little bauble that is moving, 'tis the season, and then one that it's really on there. But God, that silver and that blue looks really pretty. And let's add a little glue because I can see that that would be, what is it called? Fraying away. I'm sure that we could probably do fray check, but I think that's just as good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to give these things away. I'm going to be honest. And, you know, Pam Allen knows me. I always am like, well, I'm making a card, but I don't think I love anybody that much to give it away. Like I have to give it away? Okay, so these all need cute. Yes, I think they should go on a tree. Okay, so we have those two. Yes, we have this one that's the inside of the gold. We have two little strips. Beth Murphy, what are we going to do with those two little strips? And I still have one of those. You know what? Let's do this with this one. Let's make it a double by itself, double. And will that be gold? Yeah. I think, yeah, I like a little, like it should have something down there. What are those little, it needs to have, what is it called? some little wrinkly paper. Pleat. A little pleat is what it needs. A little pleat down there. Oh, it's hot. Oh my goodness. My hot glue gun is not playing around. That thing is caliente. Caliente. Heisey, heisey for my German people. Was it Beth and I? Were we talking about German, Beth, on Facebook? Yes. German word. Yes. Guile. 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 But it's, yeah. Oh, look, I still haven't put that one anywhere. Oh, that would be perfect there. I think I love the way this color of this gold, but you know what? We already did gold and silver, so we should pick another color because we have red and green and silver, and you know what? We have 2 shades of red. Really? Yeah, we have a really dark red and a brighter red, like a burgundy winey color in there, and then this one is green. That would be pretty if we did green with that big green thing. So let's go for green first. So my husband explained to me the word guile because I know that word is cool. Is that what you're thinking also? Cool. And he said it's cool, but it's kind of like a sexy cool. And I said, oh, okay. Yes. I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, it means cool, but kind of like a sexy cool. And I said, all right then. My friend is sexy cool. Yeah, he was laughing at me. I had many of those conversations with my patients when I would say things that, you know, I didn't know I was saying a bad word kind of thing. And if I pronounced it wrong, it came out like a bad word. And one time, one of my assistants, she heard me and she goes, Martha, what did you just say? And I said something like, I don't know, please open. And she's like, no, you can't say that. And I said, oh, okay, thank you. When she explained to what I was saying, okay, that is the pretty side. The pretty side is this side. So in order to see the pretty side, I'm just gonna barely trim this little piece off. Just a tiny piece. And your OCD will go crazy because, you know, it's gonna be a little bit off. But you'll be fine. Okay, here we go. And then one time I said, you know, you always greet your patients. Hello, goodbye, Mr. and Mrs., very formal. You introduce yourself as a miss. And one time I had this cutest senior citizen lady. And I said, you know, ciao, Miss Smith. And my little assistant goes, Martha, you can't. And I said, you can't say ciao? And she goes, well, that's like for your girlfriends. And I said, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I had no idea but you know, you kind of get over it if you make mistakes because yes, it is. It says goodbye in Italian, but for in German, you have proper, you have formal words and you have your friends' words, and ciao is for your people that are your buds. It is not like, yeah, it's very informal. And for somebody that's 100 years old, that would be horrible for me to say. All right. Hello, I'm speaking to. Can you hear me all over there? Oh, it's Dell. I see Dell is over on YouTube. How are you? And somebody else came in with us. Is it Belinda? I think I heard Belinda's voice. Yes. Please introduce yourself to the group. Nice to meet you, Sharon. We're just all talking here at the same time as I'm working. So please forgive me if I start a conversation and end somewhere else. Me? let's see, what shall I say? Why do you think that I have it in Spanish accent? Maybe my German is absolutely perfect. Because my parents really wanted me to speak formal English when I was itty bitty. I think my accent kind of is just plain. Because my parents had a little nanny that they had me speaking English, and my parents barely spoke English, but they hired a little nanny to teach me English. So isn't that sweet? Yes. So it was more important for me to speak the language than for them. They were off at work, but my little nanny spoke only English to me. Loved her to pieces. When I went off to school, yes, I did. I did go to school in Texas. And I picked up the language, but you want me to speak with a Texas accent, Beth, like howdy and something like that. You, yes, yes. I need to speak Texan. Yes, I grew up in downtown Houston, and so maybe my people were more I don't know, formal. I don't know, but isn't that something? I don't have a Texas drawl. Texas twang is missing. Yeah. Yeah, I think my little school teachers were interested in having me speak proper English. They're probably, you know, uh, making me speak correctly. I did go to a Catholic school when I was little, and I remember being going into the little English, like, I don't know if it was second English, as I didn't have English as a second language, but I like an English lab, and reading out certain words. I have a problem with CH and SH, so I can still hear my sweet little nun saying shoe, shoe, church, church, and I mean, yes, isn't that pretty with the little green fringe? Okay, and you can make your cute, this is a wire, so you can make your wire super cute. If you're not gonna smush it with a little bit, kind of like you do. Yes, you just kind of run it around there, pull it off, and it kind of gives you that little curly cue. You probably want to do that right before you put it on your present so you don't ruin it. But there we go, nice and bright green on there. And the green on this back side. I know my green fringe is crooked, but you know what? It's on there. It'll be fine. And now I want to do a little red because we're trying to use as much as we can of this loveliness. Like a creamy, we got a creamy kind of color. I don't think we have fringe in white. Mm-hmm. That's what this one is. I think this one is the box that would be, oh, that looks gorgeous with that gold. This box would be, yes, I want, Yes, it did. It came in that gorgeous Francesca color. I know because I'm staring at it. I love the no, not Francesca, excuse me, Phoebe colors. Yes. We got it in the Phoebe colors. Yes, I ordered, I think I have two. Let me, well, it's Perfect Palette, but it is, I call it Phoebe. Let me see. Let's see what we have in this. It doesn't have a name on it, but let's see what we have here. It's a brighter pink, like a baby pink, a pretty kind of pale greenish. This is peachy. I don't think she calls it Phoebe. I call it Phoebe. The lilac-y, and then this kind of pale blue that would be gorgeous blue with this little blue that she has from here. Yes, that would be this. This is the, I think I have two of these lovely things. And I think it's called Perfect Palette, if I'm correct. And this one is the same thing, yes. Yes. But it in the cream, we don't have, cream, I think we just got a huge big row of it. And I don't know when we ordered that. I have no idea. Okay, right there. There you go, Martha, starting problems. Now Annie has to go find her palette. Perfect stuff. I know. And it's not white, it's kind of a creamy off-white color. And then we're going to put some hot glue. I wonder if we can just use a double-sided heavy-duty score tape for this instead of scaring my little fingers to death with hot glue. I have a burn on here. You know, I probably would forget to put them on, you know, but I need to do that because it's really a fear like people have of spiders and whatnot, because it hurts. And what about if I get a horrid burn and then I have to go to work the next day and put my little fingers in? I hate the way that thing smells, the beacon glue. It smells yucky. Have they fixed it? I haven't bought any lately. They haven't? Sorry. Yes. Okay. Well, but it is, I just have to get over the smell, because I think I'd prefer the smell than the burn. And it's not like it's horrifically toxic. I'm sure it's not going to kill us to smell it as much. I mean, I don't use it that often. Don't need it. Oh, yes. Yes. I can't live there if we can't get the right glue for our craft. You can't buy it. Okay, let's put a big blob of glue on that. They don't care if it's going to kill us or not. Okay. They're trying to keep us alive. Is that Bela I hear talking? I don't know for sure. And I'm going to put this one right here. I love this paper. It's white with the little gold stars kind of on it, North Stars. That's really pretty. I think this is still all from my little kit. Nope, I want it with gold. It's not enough of a contrast. There we go. So here are our little tags going and going and going. These are really darling. I am really loving the way this is going. I'm liking that little fringe. It's been very fringy. Yes, it's been very foo-foo-y. And I still have 2 pieces. Should I save those little bitty pieces, Carmen? Or should I need to do something with them. You know what? Where did that die go? The die of the ornament somewhere in here, because you see, I think we need to cut that die out. Here we have, okay, so I think we have all our 4 little pieces there done. We used fringe that we haven't used in forever. That's nice to use the stash that we have, because what are we going to use? What are we going to do with it when we don't? I mean, we have to use our stuff. You see, I think I need to cut the bow from here and mm-hmm. 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 Well, yeah. What are you thinking? She has, Yvonne says she has 360 GSM cardstock from Create and Events. Allison says, what a special item for us members only. Members only, yes, this is the little fringe that is a members only thing. And let's see, what else are we saying here? Where did you get the fringe? The fringe comes from the members only. But you know what? If you had to, it wouldn't be the exact same color probably. But I bought the most beautiful fringe on Amazon. So you just have to go in and look. You just have to go and look. I got the most beautiful fringe. Different, I think I got like 3-inch ones and shorter ones, thinking that what to put on the end of that little my little sash. I think I ended up with 6 inches of it, but I'm sure that there's fringe. It may not be the exact same perfect palette, but it'll be close, and that's the idea here. We were not all going to be able to buy the advent calendar, but we all want to play with it. So you know, kind of, you know, what stash we have, what do we have that will work with it. And I think that, you know, beautiful ribbon would also look pretty. We don't have to have fringe. I bet you have maybe different people have like what is it, that little lacy stuff, little eyelet lacy stuff. I was never going to be able to wear my mother's wedding dress, but I sure did want to do something with it. And when I suggested to her that I wanted to take it apart and turn her dress into my like kneeling pillow for mass, she goes, "Are you crazy?" Like, ah! She just about flipped over. What? And I said, well, I thought it'd be really pretty. I can't wear it, Mom. Like, we're completely different bodies. She was very voluptuous. And I was like, I cannot take in a dress that much. And her waist was like the size of an orange. Like, there was never going to happen on my end. And she's just like, what? You want to cut my dress? Well, it's been in the barn all this time. It's not like I could do something with it now, but I guess I'm happy. Maybe. Yes. You know, I think a wedding dress for like the little, you can donate it to the little angels situation where little babies, you can do it into I think it would be, what was it? Sandra McCormick was telling me she wanted to turn her wedding dress into a tree skirt. How about that? Wouldn't that be gorgeous? I think, yes, 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 yes. I think that's, yes, it's just not going to be used. But you know, like a little piece inside of her dress, a little garter out of it. I don't know, a little ring box. I mean, there's so many things that we could, as crafters, you know, heck, we can tear it up and put it into the parts of the invitations with lacy dresses if we had to. We can get creative with those dresses, but my mother just about flipped out. She, are you, she just, you want to cut my dress? And I said, well, I can't put it on, Mom. And yes, you saved money and eloped. Yes, I did nothing. Yeah, I was not that clever. Okay, so I switched up the little ornament and put a little blue kind of silver bow on it. That looks really cute. And I think it can go on this little last one that we have. And on this one, I can put another little blue one on it. And I don't feel any glue on there. I can kind of barely see my hand has a little bit of that of the glue on it. I love that idea, to be able to squeeze out a little bit and move it around on your skin so that you can smear it around. I hate when, you know, you don't get all of your glue on your pieces and it starts to lift. So I love the idea of just doing that. And above your hand, like that, your little knuckles, that part is not going to go like touch everything else. So I am thrilled with finding that little thing. Okay, so here I think that I want to do this with that cute little red. Now, I think now I might have used the different, if I would have thought about it, use the different fringe, because this is more of a deeper red and this is bright red. But you know what? It's okay for now. This is just a gift tag. Nobody's going to look at the different tones when they get their tag, their gift. They're just going to tear into it. I promise. They're not even going to notice that I sat over these tags for 12 days making them. Nobody's even going to care. Look at that. That hot glue just makes a webbing all over. And I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. I'm using glue, hot glue on the very edge of it because that is so thin. I don't think I can get it a pop-up dot, but I kind of just barely lay it on top, and it kind of acts like a pop-up dot because it gives it, I don't squeeze it down too much. And there we go. Okay, so we have our cute little tag. I'm going to come over here to Zoom, and I'm going to put you guys on mute and put myself on mute so that you guys can talk while I say goodbye to YouTube, and maybe they will come out to me and come meet us. So, absolutely. So I'm going to move over this way. Can you guys still hear me? Am I not muted? No, I am muted. Hello, YouTube. How are you? Am I upside down for you? Hello, how are you? Okay, so we have our tags all done for today, day 8. So tomorrow is day 9, and we haven't figured out what shape it is, but here is our little lovely thing. And then here, so now that little one is just that ornament you can keep making over and over. I switched it up. You can see right here and right there. There we go. So how about that? And then we have another one. So we have that cute little thing right there. bright green. You get that little spiral on your little wire. There we go. And then this one has, okay, so there we go. And then this one. Okay, and then this one okay, that was right here. There we go. And this one is my favorite gold. Oh my goodness. So here is this side. Okay, there we go. So we are all set. Please come over and meet me over on Zoom. The link is on my page, so you can come over and meet me. It's right there. And then this side. So we have 4 of them. So please over. Just yapping and talking, and right now we're talking to make that double bow with our fingers. So come on over and meet us, and I think that'll be really fun. Tomorrow sometime, new tag, and I have not seen what the new one is, so we'll talk about that later. Thank you so much. Leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.